Hey everybody, it's been a minute since I talked, since I sat back, reflected, and just been honest with you. Now, of course, these are not going to be the heart to heart. I know those are a little crazy, those are a little chaotic. Some of you guys might be scared of me, but you know, this is going to be real chill, just going to be real honest, and just sit back and reflect. First things first, thank you to everyone who watched the three reels. The first one being the cinematography director reel, second one being the producer reel, and the third, last but not least, is the reel or pitch video for Jocelyn Engine now, because we're moving on up. We are in feature territory, as I told you in the beginning of the year. So this is the Johto League, man. Indigo League. We're in the Pokemon Leagues. Elite Four. All the little BS and issues that problems that happened all the years prior leading up to this. It ain't gonna happen this time. We can't. We can't. We have to move on. We have to elevate. We have to push ourselves in a new direction. And I'm just gonna be honest with you, But what I'm gonna say is not any type of new information. Every creative has gone through this, and that is support. Why did I put it out there? It's because I need support. I need help. I need an audience. I need a fan base. If you don't have an audience, you don't have a fan base, then you are in deep poop. You are in trouble. And I don't want that to happen. These stories are great. These stories are amazing. And I sit back and I reflect all the time, but I'm just like, I don't have the fan base and support that I need, you know. And moving into future territory, especially if I'm going to get picked up by Netflix and Amazon and Hulu and all that, they want to know who's your demographic, what's your fan base, what are your numbers. So if I don't have that, why would they invest in me? Of course, I believe that I'm great. Of course, I know that I'm the best thing since sliced bread. But that doesn't matter if the numbers don't show that. If it doesn't reflect that, they're gonna say, okay, we're gonna give you a chance to be on a platform, but you don't have an audience. You don't have a fan base. So why would we take a chance with you if it's gonna flop? We don't want our stuff to flop. We're gonna lose money. So that's why I'm just like I'm pushing this super hard all the time about yo guys like, share, comment. It's free. I'm not putting a paywall behind anything. Even the Patreon, some of the stuff that I have on there that is exclusive, it's just to let me know that hey man, you fuck with me seriously. That's what it is. And without that, it's been up for about 2 years now, and haven't had a single person subscribe to that or even do the paywall for it. So it's just like, it's very sad. But just being honest, so I'm hoping that you all will do the do and get the word out. I want to thank you to those who donated already, those who will donate in the future, but you got to keep it going. This is something that I need your help on. There's no time to be slacking around. There's no time to be playing around. This is it. This is the real deal. Like I said, Pokemon League, Elite Four. They're not playing around. Those of you who played Pokemon in the 90s and early 2000s, if you ain't level up, you're gonna get cooked. So even the gym leaders were hard. So just know that you gotta put the best of the best. Now it's time for us to be laser focused into what's important, and that's to make sure that this movie gets made. The script is great. You guys can get a chance to read it when you donate. So I wouldn't miss out on that opportunity. And like I said, I'm not looking for like your whole life savings. Just whatever you can. It's a accumulation of support. I don't expect someone to just drop the bag on me. I mean, that would be nice, and I'd be so grateful. But I'm expecting people to keep it going. Donate what you can to keep this journey going. You already saw my work. You already saw the cinematography reel, so you already know that I'm skilled by myself. Those things are done by one person, me. So, yeah, I have a crew. Yeah, I have people that work for Resident Studios. But it's just like, well, we're a very small net people. Sometimes on set, all the actors know it's usually not more than 4 people working at a time. So if I'm able to create this magic with a small team of 4 people, imagine if I had 30, 50. Imagine if I had like 7 PAs, right? And I had 4 people in the camera crew. You know, you got your first AC, then you got your key grip, someone who's moving the tripod and the dolly and all that. And then you have 4 people that are in the lighting department, your gaffer, your best boy, the electrician, and you know what I'm saying? All those people are essential to the film set. But we can't do that. I can't put them on the project if we don't have the funds, we don't have the team, if we don't have anything to show for it. So I really am hoping that we can really make this dream and make this as big as possible. I'm really hoping that this project, and it will, but I'm hoping that everyone will come together. Everyone will come together and to bring the vision to help it to where it needs to get to. I mean, don't you want to be a part of something that you can say, man, this is my first feature film and it was dope. It was fun. A lot of you guys can testify, even though you may not, you may have beef with me, you may not like how things have transpired after, but when you were on set, how you were treated, I didn't curse anybody out as I should have. I didn't bully anybody. I didn't make fun of anybody. You know, all of my film sets were safe and fun. Yeah, of course, you may say, oh, well, you know, we were on set and we didn't get, you know, fed until this time, or maybe it was a short day, we didn't eat at all. But I tell everybody before we start filming, if you're hungry, let me know. So if you were hungry and you didn't tell me, I can't read minds. If you didn't say, hey, what time we're break for lunch, I'm going to keep going because we're on a time constraint, you know? So don't let that be the reason why that you may not want to donate, or you may not want to support because you may have one bad experience. But what about all the good things? And I think that's the detriment, is that sometimes we think of one bad thing that happened on set and it's like, oh, fuck that nigga, I'm not doing this anymore, or fuck Joshua. And it's like, well, what about the other 9? You know, 10 out of 10, right? Maybe one thing happened and now it's a 9 out of 10, or maybe 3 things happened, so now it's a 7 out of 10. So that's still passing. So what about the 7 positive things minus the 3 things? Hopefully it wasn't that terrible that you're just like, blah. But I'm saying, just to say this, is just like, sometimes we focus so much on the negative, we don't think about the good, we don't think about what actually happened, the opportunity that you were given. Some of you guys have never acted in a project before. You've been auditioning for a long time and you get a chance to be on the set and it's wonderful and it's amazing. And then you go on someone else's set and it may be a bigger crew and then you kind of forget about the good thing that you happened here. And it's like, well, of course you may have a better time because you have more people working on it, or maybe it's just maybe they fed you sushi. So I lost out to sushi. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You never know. But again, help me, because I can't do this without you at all. I need you. I'm not in the business of begging, but I am in the business of letting you know that you see what I'm capable of. Imagine what I can do with your help, with true, genuine support. Imagine. We all have dreams, we all have aspirations. Don't let this one fall by the wayside. Do what you can. Do what you can. Lastly, I just want to talk about producing because that is part of also the other reel. I enjoy making films. I enjoy being a creative, and being creative is so subjective because everybody nowadays, you can say, is a creative. I'm part of this creative group on IG, and they it's a little weird, and it's a little chaotic because everyone is racing to get support. Everyone's racing to be the one to suck all of the attention, you know. I can post something, and then 5 minutes later, someone will post something else to kind of overwrite my momentum. It's not that I'm jealous. It's just that, wow, you just couldn't allow it rock for like 3, 4 hours, 5 hours, It's just like you post something, then someone else wants to post, and so it's like a dog eat pal. Everyone is trying to get themselves attention, and it's just like, ugh, what's that, brother? Ugh, it's not good. It's nasty. It's terrible. And the projects that I was showing you is old work, literally 7 years ago. Some of these stuff, like as soon as I brought my first camera in 2017, I've been making projects for people in school, friends, and up to now. You know, so I could have skipped it. I could have showed you the best of the best, but I like to show progress. I like to show you what it was and what it is now. When you watch the last few seconds of the cinematography reel and also the producer reel, you see 4K footage that I down sampled to 1080p of me shooting natural. Some of these actors, some of these people that I've worked with in the past, but sipping coffee, reading a book, waving a flag. All of those things is just cinematic of me just using number day circumstances and making it look natural. Of course, the stage, I'm telling them, hey, wave the flag, hey, look up here, turn here, you know what I'm saying? But it's still looking so good and still cinematic. So that's the current day stuff. That's the current day shooting an S-Log and color grading it and doing all of that. So you want to appreciate those nice 4K shots if you didn't see the trash. I don't even like to say trash, but if you didn't see the minuscule or the minor or mediocre shooting style that I had before, shaky cams and shots out of focus here and there, now it's like I'm being very watchful. I'm knowledgeable of knowing that everything doesn't have to be f 1.4 or t 1.4. Sometimes you might need to shoot at 3.4 or 5 or f.6 sometimes to kind of get the depth of what you want. So but again, that's learning curve. That's something that you wouldn't know day one. This is literally, again, 7 years in the game of doing this professionally. Prior, I had the training and shots and all that stuff, but it's just like showing the growth, and that's why I took my time. Didn't want it to be so long, but again, I like to show story. So as a narrative storyteller, it's like, well, I don't want to not show this scene, because if I show this scene, I have to show that scene. So I'm trying to put pieces together. So nothing that I do is just random. Everything is staged and is planned, and it makes sense. So overall, I hope you enjoyed the cinematography reel, and I hope that you enjoyed the producer reel of showing that I'm not just selfish. I'm not just doing projects for myself. I'm doing projects for my friends and other people, helping them out. I had the resources, so why not? Why not? Hey Josh, you have a camera that I can use? Sure. Do you have lights that I can use? Hey, can you do sound on the project? Hey, is so and so available to do camera work, or can you bring the gear to help them out? Why not? Why not help people out? Why not lend your resources? Why not lend your time and effort to help somebody become the best that they can be? So overall, 'cause I don't want to make this too damn long, but this is the way. Star Wars. This is the way. As a creative, as a filmmaker, I'm in the business to making a lasting impression. I want my work to stand the test of time. So I can't do it without you. You're key. It may not seem like it, but one like, one share goes a long way. You tell, hey, I got this person that does video work. Could be a graduation. Could be a birthday party. Hey, my cousin's getting baptized. Can you come take pictures? Oh, so-and-so's graduating from Montclair or Keene or New Brunswick. Hey, we're having a picnic. Spreading the word. That's how we make our living. Is people referring us to other people. It's us to have a clientele. It's us to get constant work. So if you hold us to yourself, yeah, it's cool to have the same person that you work with, but I want to see some new faces. I wanna see some new people. I want to be around new people. You know, the creative group that I talked about, they had a not like an open house, but they had like a meet and greet. And I talked about this on my personal page where trying to network with some girls, and one of them told me, I was like, "Hey, take out your phone so I can like give you the doc card." She said, "Why? For what?" I'm like, "You don't network?" "Oh no, thank you." I said, "Okay," and and I walked away. I'm not gonna beg people to support me. I'm not gonna beg people to follow me or do what it is. So you made that choice that you don't want to follow me. You don't network. Okay, cool. I dodged the bullet because I don't know what energy you have or whatever it was that wasn't good. So all right, cool. Another person, I'm trying to ask them, hey, what do you do? Well, are you creative? And they're just like pulling teeth to get an answer. I said, okay, fuck it, forget it. I'm gonna move on to somebody else. So life should not be hard. It should not be difficult. If you gotta pull, if you gotta fight, if you gotta struggle, it ain't real. Get out of there. Go and move on to somebody else. There are people who are willing to support you who don't even know you. They say you measure true success when you move out of your hometown. So right now I'm in my hometown, I'm in Jersey. My success has not been measured yet because I'm still here. My success is going to be going to Florida, Colorado, Texas, Virginia, Canada to see if they really fuck with me. Because then that lets me know that I'm really where I'm at. Because sometimes people can be real selfish and they could just be very jealous of you that you're making a move. So they might, not support you, or they might block you, or they may just be like, I'm not gonna. So that's why I'm not talking to those who are just gonna be hating. I'm talking to those who really, genuinely like what I'm doing. You're seeing what I'm trying to put forth. I need your help. I need you to put the work in. It's time. Your shift is, your shift starts now. Clock in. Let's do it. I just forgot to mention that, there are different avenues when it comes down to being a videographer. You can go down the TV and television route. You can go down the news route. You can go down the live performances, concerts, graduations, things of that nature. You can go down the documentary work. You can go down the experimental route, whatever it is, and then also the entertainment route, which is music videos, right? So I'm going down the narrative work because I like narrative storytelling. I like things to go in order or sequential or things to kind of fit into a story. I've been writing stories for over like 20 years now. Like I don't even know when I even started, but I just know that when I wanted to craft my own stories, it's probably like maybe like around like the fifth, sixth grade, seventh grade. So that was like over 20 years ago. But um, that's what I'm into. Documentaries, can I do it? Yeah, sure. I have the camera to do it. News route, can I do it? Yeah, sure. You know, music videos, I've done it. It's not my forte. I just like it's a little too weird and crazy for me. But weddings, I know I'm not a wedding videographer or wedding photographer. I've done like three or four, but just like that, just like not the stress level. Everyone has their level or their niche. That's not me. I like portrait photography. I like taking pictures of people, poses. Do I do live events? Yeah, I've done live events, graduations, like I said, church events. So I've done different types of things, but what I'm really, 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 really pushing forward to is narrative work. So that's where my skill set is. That's where my heart is because you can control it. I like, hey, we fucked up. Let's go again. Can't do that in live TV. Can't do that on a concert. If you miss focus, you're gonna have to keep racking focus until you get back. You can't say, "Oh, I messed up that shot. Let's go again." Same thing in theater. Once we say action and we're rolling, show must go on. If you fall and bust your ass, get up and keep rolling. So that's just the mentality. It's just that there is no turning back. There is no rewinding the clock. So doing narrative work, you kind of saved a little bit, like, oh shit, I fucked up, let's do it again. But even then, I try to limit my mistakes of not, let's say I missed focus or something, was a little bit weird, or someone, walked out the frame or something like that. Like say, hey, let's reset, or like, you know what I'm saying. So you kind of get like a do over, but I limit those to get it right. I think even Samuel Jackson says he doesn't do more than 3 takes, because like after the third take, somebody fucking up. It ain't me. Either you forgot to pull sound, or somebody didn't do, mic and focus right, or whatever it is. So that's just what it is. It's just knowing your niche, knowing where you want to go, and working towards that.